You can't hear it without.
Heavy hitters. It's Tuesday night and the show's on now. Big Moose, AGZ Run and D-Lo G. Tell a friend. It's 8 o'clock and the show's on now.
8:15.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. 317-67-HEAVY. 317-67-HEAVY. Hit us up and let us know what's on your mind. 317-67-HEAVY. 317-67-HEAVY. Hit us up and let us know what's on your mind.
Wait a minute.
We are where you are, so get comfortable. And we are where you are, so get comfortable. And we are where we are, so get comfortable. And come on in, yeah, man.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Well, this will be on a little bit of a delay.
Is it playing now?
No,
Nothing.
static.
But I hear it. Look.
Oh, yeah, to the internet.
This is weak.
Push to talk.
Yeah, but the mic's on. What is that?
I don't know. Something came through and almost blew my eardrum out. Hey,
So are we
we're on. Let's go back to this conversation. We got to start over.
Hold on. So how does it sound?
Sounds fine.
Are we?
Yeah, it sounds like push to talk.
Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. All right, I think we back. Damn.
All right, guys. So listen, we were just having this amazing conversation, and you guys didn't hear it.
That we had an amazing.
It was just the three.
30
just
minutes.
The three of us.
30 minutes of conversation.
Just the
30 minutes.
All right.
And like literally
Man.
nothing played. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Should we give him like just the quick version? I can give him the rundown.
Give him the. Oh man.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Okay, we had to skip the pleasantries. Was like the first 20 minutes. We'll go back to the Red Sparrow. I'll show run a picture of the Red Sparrow controversy of the Me Too movement.
The cast, yes.
The cast. And what was your thoughts on the photo that you saw?
I thought, well, so you prefaced it with, this is causing controversy.
Yes.
So I was looking for something.
Yes.
And I said, oh, is it because her dress is kind of low cut? Or because the slit on her dress goes up to her hip? And you were like, no. And then you took your phone and I said, oh, maybe it's where they're at. Let me see it again. Nothing. I got nothing. I didn't see anything.
Right.
The whole issue is that the men in the photo are wearing coats. Jennifer Lawrence is wearing this tank top dress that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so basically the men were looking rather average and regular, and here she is being a quote unquote
a movie star?
A movie star, sex pot that's selling sex in the movie. But not to mention, the movie is clearly
that's
about
what the
sex.
movie is about.
The movie's about it. So the Me Too people was upset. So then I had Run define abuse.
Yeah, so that was like violent acts.
Yeah, violent acts was abuse.
Here, I have it pulled up still.
Yes.
Abuse is the use of something to badly, well, it doesn't say badly, to adversely affect or for a bad purpose, to misuse, or the improper use of something or cruel and violent treatment of a person or animal.
Right, okay. And then I said I had Run look up harassment.
Yes, and then the definition of harassment is aggressive pressure or intimidation. So we decided that's kind of like adult bullying.
Adult bullying, exactly. So what I did was I broke down, okay, that we can agree that there are different layers of abuse. Like there's verbal abuse.
Correct.
Then there's physical abuse.
Yep.
Which we agreed that physical abuse is slightly worse.
It's a little worse.
It's probably a lot worse than verbal abuse.
I mean, it depends on your situation.
Yeah, but we agreed that being physically harmed.
But I would think it would be a step up.
And then we agreed that sexual abuse
is really
bad.
Yes.
So those are things that Run.
All of them are bad.
Run and LG, we agree on wholeheartedly.
Yes,
then,
they're bad.
On the harassment side, we agree that harassment, as far as like amongst your colleagues, is kind of like adult bullying.
Right.
But then we agreed that sexual harassment also is like the next level, and we agreed it is bad.
Yes.
So,
and regular harassment, well, I guess I feel bad calling it regular harassment. Harassment in general is bad.
It's bad.
We agree that all of these things are bad.
100% on the same page. Then we took the step further. So then we said, okay, we agree that harassment, abuse is worse than harassment.
Yes.
Like we can. I mean, just regular normal people can agree that, you know what, somebody like showing me a naked woman on their phone at work is far worse than like literally like pinching my butt in office.
Yes, because part of harassment is how you react to it.
How you react to it, right? So then I took it a step further. I said we can agree that sexual harassment and rape is extremely worse. Like extremely
they're very
worse.
far apart.
Far apart as far as how like this.
They're like
the act.
They are like you're at the family reunion and the people show up and you're like, who is that person and where do they belong? Right? Like they're not in the same area at all.
Like at all. However, if somebody is if somebody has a sexual harassment case or a rape case, we seem to treat not only the person that's doing the sexual harassment and the rape the same, but we treat the victims the exact same. And in some cases, we treat the person who was sexually harassed better than the person that was raped.
That's true. Because I think rape is seen as just a very negative thing. And there is still this stigma with rape that somehow the woman did something to ask for it. But if you are sexually harassed, then the other person is 100% in the wrong and everything is terrible about it and oh my gosh.
Right. So, to me, like, I think with the Me Too movement, when it started, there are things that inherently make sense. Equal right, equal pay, all that stuff inherently makes sense. But when you start, what I call, what I like to use it as, to say it's similar to, is race card. When somebody played a race card all the time, it becomes...
He's saying race card, not race car like you drive around the track.
Yeah, the race card. So it's like if somebody's black, every time somebody is against them, they're like, oh, they mad because they white, they don't like me. That's ridiculous. Like, you don't listen to them people no more because, like, you know what? Everything about you is about race.
Right.
It's the same way with the Me Too movement. It's like, if everything is about, like, some type of, you treating people that has allegations the same as somebody who actually was convicted, you treat them the same, that is ridiculous.
Right.
Casey Affleck stayed away from the Oscars because he had sexual harassment allegations.
How long ago?
This was years ago. Yeah, this happened
and
like
the allegations are just coming out like everything else.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's like, then Kobe won an Oscar.
Yes.
For his little basketball little thing he did, the cartoon.
I heard it on the radio about Kobe and winning the Oscars, and then stuff coming up with him about
rape in 2003.
People were mad that he was even nominated for that Oscar,
like
because of the rape allegations.
So they happened literally 15 years ago.
I know. I don't feel like 2003 was 15 years ago, but it was.
It was 15 years. It's 2018. It was 15 years ago.
It's crazy that it was 15 years ago.
So,
but people were mad as soon as he got nominated. I'm honestly surprised that they even kept the nomination, with everything that's going on.
My thing is this: he has won titles since 2000. Since there, he has won MVPs. He has won all these awards in basketball since that time. He has he has never. I don't think he was ever convicted of anything.
No, he was not.
He was never convicted. So again, these are allegations. He wasn't even convicted.
Right.
We all know that something happened in the room. You know what I'm saying? People assume that he raped, but it's funny how men and women. We'll get to the Kobe part in a second. But
okay.
So there wasn't even allegations. I mean, these are allegations. Did they
tell him that he could not come to the Oscars, or on his own didn't go?
This was 15. No, Casey Affleck situation was like he just didn't show up.
Okay.
Now it's the same.
Which maybe was
smart
on his part
because again, those people who we talked about, which y'all didn't hear, the people.
The four people that are pissed off somewhere.
Yeah, pissed off somewhere. Yeah,
I don't know if I need to say pineapples for that.
So he stayed away. So it made me think about when Kobe won the Oscar and people were upset about something that happened 15 years ago. That's alleged. Like it didn't. He was never convicted of anything. Right. Like nothing. And if anything, the stuff that came out about her, the woman that was, again, I don't want to victim shame if she was a victim, whatever. I don't want to do that.
Of course.
But we know that she went to his room. She knows that they engaged in some type of activity. And at some point, maybe she felt different about what was the situation, and that was that. So, two things that made me think about how sexual harassment, assault, on stuff can be looked at is, let's say I go to work. I got a woman I flirt with every day. On Monday we flirt. I'll make little jokes, so she'll say a little something to me.
Right.
And it's, everything's cool. Tuesday, same thing. We flirt back and forth, say little jokes, how I feel, touchy, playing around, do all that kind of stuff. Wednesday, the same exact thing. So Thursday, she come to work and she ain't in the mood for it. But me, because we've been doing it all week,
right?
I continue on my same behavior that I've always been. And all of a sudden, because she's not into that way or whatever happens, now all of a sudden I'm sexually harassed.
Right. And it's her word against yours.
And I'm losing every time.
Every time. Which is disgusting.
Is it every time?
Every single time.
Every single time I'm losing.
There's never... I do not know of any case that has ever been a woman has accused a man of sexual harassment or sexual abuse or anything along those lines, and whoever has been deciding it has not sided with the woman.
Yeah. Except for the Duke lacrosse case that came out years ago.
Oh, well, yes.
And nothing happened.
And there was so much with that.
And the thing is, nothing happened to the accuser. Like, these guys' lives was destroyed.
Accusers. More than one. There was more than one.
Yeah, so these guys' lives was destroyed.
Do you mean the strippers that they hired to come to the house?
Yes.
Yes.
These guys' lives was destroyed by allegations that they later on found it was fabricated and a lie, flat out lie.
Right. And here's the other thing. Like, as a woman, if you meet somebody famous, or even someone not famous, and they're like, hey, it's 2 a.m., let's go back to my hotel room.
You already know what it is.
You're not going to play Uno.
You're not going to play Uno.
That's not what happens.
That's not.
They don't even have a deck of Uno cards. Or regular cards, or Cards Against Humanity.
Yeah,
they got none of those.
You might play Twister.
Maybe.
Naked. You might play Naked Twister, for sure.
Without the board.
Without the board.
Or the spinner.
Yeah, you're not using the spinner.
Left hand green.
So, it brings me to also, there was a case where a lot of, I don't say a lot, but female teachers are sleeping with their students.
Yes, and one just came out today.
Yeah. So, this guy made a very astute observation. And his observation is that why is it that when a woman teacher sleeps with one of her students, they use photos from her Facebook and her Instagram pages. They don't use a mugshot. They always go to her Instagram or her Facebook.
No, they don't. Sometimes they use mugshots.
But all the pictures that you see in the media are from her Instagram, her Facebook, her Facebook, her you know, all of that kind of stuff. They use that as like, so it's like
that's true.
So it's like,
and it's like her and her kid.
Yeah, all
like at the park.
All kind of like craziness. You know what I mean? But when if a guy, which is funny, it's rare that you see guys sleeping with his students in high school. I mean,
one of my high school teachers did.
Yeah.
Not while I was there, but
what I'm saying, but like, it's not. It seems to be is more rampant with women.
Yes.
Female teachers sleeping with their students. Now, I never hear the word rape tossed around.
That's true.
Now, because by the definition,
I guess
of statutory rape is any adult sleeping with a minor.
Yes, if you are over the age of 18, they have to be over the age of 18. But if you're both under 18, then 16 is legal.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
legal consent.
But what I'm saying
age.
is, if I'm in my 20s and you are under the age of 18,
correct, it is statutory rape.
It is statutory rape, no matter if you're a man.
Yes, that is like by law.
By law.
I thought it was 16.
16 is the legal consent.
Man, you must be from Alabama.
16 is the legal consent age if the other person is also under the age of 18.
In Indiana, Alabama is like 16.
Gross.
Yeah. I mean, someone know what they do.
I think like long different like age relationships are weird anyway.
Yeah.
Like I make fun of Kim and Ben.
Yeah. Yes, please, hold on. No, come and sit to the mic. Sit.
He wants an egg in his soup. I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about it.
Yes.
Listen,
no.
love is love.
Love is love. But I love when people make comments, but they really have no idea. Anyway,
unknowingly,
it is the best. It is the best. Like walking in, like, man, you know,
that is so weird.
It is so weird. Look, like, don't you think? You're like,
you know what? Man. I've been there, and then sometimes I'm still there, and I'm like, wait, you gotta like take a step back.
So Seabiscuit seems to think that.
So
what's the age? I know, like,
so like, what's an acceptable age difference?
Yeah, please.
Well, like for me, I wouldn't go over. Let's see, I'm almost 25. I probably wouldn't date anybody older than like 33, 35.
So it's 8 to 10 years.
So she has an 8 to 10.
Add those together.
8 to 10 breasts.
8 plus 10.
Yes, this is awesome. So what do you? So you say so?
That's older?
No. You just tell her. I need to know. I want her to tell me how disgusting.
It's not. I mean, to each is their
Look,
own.
now she's gonna backtrack. She doesn't want to hurt my feelings. It's okay.
No, to me, like I said, to me, I wouldn't do it. But I mean,
No,
else is different. Like I know a
that's
girl
not-
that she's my age and she's dating a dude that's like 45, 50.
Hold on, but that's not what you said. I want to get back to what you said.
Did I say
I want to get to the disgusting. That they
I
got
said it.
worms. Like I want to get to the.
I don't think she said anybody has worms.
I was getting her to that point.
No.
I was definitely getting her.
Because I always think of it as when I was born, like that person was like 25 years old, a baby.
Yes, I love it. This is so awesome.
But once you hit a certain age, like after 18 and you're able to
no.
You don't want to date people your age because they're fucking stupid.
We don't moonwalk on this show. Ain't no moonwalk. You can't walk that back.
Look, she's like,
big. Yes, I love it.
Oh,
I love
that's funny.
it. But anyway, so
I don't even know what we were talking about.
some of the
before
teachers,
that. Oh, yes.
female teachers sleeping with
Statutory
students.
rape.
Statutory rape. Rape is rape.
Yes.
Like on any level. And
Yes.
so I had a guy. It was somebody made a post, and it was he was like, well, his thing was that men, because somebody made a point in the comments that it's different because a man, the boys being young, sleep with an older woman, you know, they wanted to sleep with that woman. I was like, there are plenty of young girls
That want to sleep
that
with an
want to
older
sleep with
guy,
older man. I was like, rape is rape no matter who's doing the raping. It's still rape. I don't care if by law, the law says a 16-year-old person cannot sleep with somebody over the age of 18.
Correct.
Period. That's the law. It don't say
Even if they're your boyfriend or
Yeah.
girlfriend and they're 19 and you're 17.
It doesn't.
Or if you are 17 and 11 months,
Yeah.
28 days,
Yeah.
and they're 18 in one day.
The law says. The law don't say, well, women can sleep with younger guys, but older guys can sleep with younger.
It's less inappropriate.
Yeah. That's not what it says. No, it's the law.
Right.
That's the law. So I was like, it don't matter that if a man, if there was a rash of male 20-something-year-old teachers sleeping with their junior and sophomore students, all hell would break loose. Like it literally,
Yeah.
I mean, it would be like but on the other side of it, we have had not one, but I mean, it's been. Dare I say that must be the women crime, yo. Yeah, women teachers love some young cats.
Well, and I wonder, so I never hear about like the sentences for these women teachers. So like I personally know a teacher who is an idiot.
Yeah.
God love him. He's an idiot. And he slept with one of his students.
Yeah.
She was a senior. She was not 18 yet. They got busted.
Yeah.
He did I think he did 3 years in jail.
Yeah.
And then, of course, several years on house arrest. Sexual predator, all of that. Lost his teaching license, of course.
Yeah.
But I have never heard what the women's sentences are.
Yeah. You probably won't. I mean, all we get is allegations and we kind of move on. And like I'll tell you a story. Like I used to coach. When I lived in Atlanta, I used to coach, and there were very like I coach high school, so I was around cheerleaders and all the people, the trainers, whatever. And
Right.
at that time, I was like 20. I was like 25, and they was like 17.
Right.
So I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we're not that far
Correct.
removed.
Not
you
a
know?
huge difference.
Not a huge. I mean, it's almost like being a senior and a freshman
Right.
kind of deal. You know, I mean, well,
a little bit more than that, but it's close.
It's so.
close.
But there was times where I was like, hey, you know, because I used to work. I used to do coaching, and I used to work at a group home. So they would try to send me to take some of the female residents to school or to something like, nah. We not doing that. Because
Right.
again, I know as me, like I know first of all I know what these girls been through. I know they fast. I know all of this stuff.
Right, of course.
So and there was guys that was sleeping with, you know, they was doing
Right.
whatever.
Happens.
But I'm like, dude. I said, number one, I said, I'm not going out like that.
No.
So
it's not worth it.
It's so not worth it. I mean, it's like 30 minutes.
Right.
It's done. It's not worth my life. It's not worth spending years in the pokey. So the thing is
longer than 30 minutes in there.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
So many ways.
In so many ways. But I just don't understand how we look at those things as different when they're the same. Rape is rape.
I think just in general, like when it is a sexual crime, because that's what these are.
Mm-hmm.
I think the men are always going to be seen as creepy, no matter who they are.
No matter who they are. No matter who.
And I think the women will always be seen as these nurturing mothers.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is a totally different mindset, and it is approached differently by the media. So we are trained to see women in these nurturing maternal roles. And so then we're like, oh, whatever. Like, yeah, because sleeping with an underage person is like helping them.
Yeah, helping them, right? Exactly.
A lot.
Exactly. And that kind of brings me to
Gross.
the cop video that I have.
Let's talk about it.
Oh my God. Again, there was a officer in Tennessee. I think it was Knoxville, Tennessee.
In Tennessee, and he pulled over a woman and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
So he was a state prosecutor. I'm sorry, he was a highway patrolman. In Campbell County, Tennessee, wherever that is. I don't know where Campbell County, Tennessee is.
Right, Knoxville.
And so, this woman is suing this police officer for $100,000.
$100,000.
And here is why. So the police officer pulled her over, and he said that he pulled her over for not having her seatbelt on.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked her to get out of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
She complies.
Mm-hmm. What is she wearing, Ron?
She is wearing a pink t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And very short shorts.
Extremely short. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but as a woman, when I first saw it, I thought, is that a black tank top under her t-shirt, and like wearing like khaki pants or something, something that mistakenly could look like skin?
Yeah.
Or are those shorts? I had to rewind the video and I had to watch it again to decide what she was actually wearing.
They're very, very, very short. Not that that's a problem. Not again that she had anything. She can wear what she want to wear.
Correct. You can wear whatever you want to. That does not mean someone can do anything to you.
Exactly.
Let us say that now.
Now, the woman. Would you mind describing the woman to the audience? Because I don't want someone to creep.
Yeah, I'll say it. So she is petite.
Petite.
She is.
So when you say petite, you mean thin.
She's short.
Short, petite.
She's short. She's thin, and she's chesty.
Chesty is an understatement.
She could work at Hooters pretty easily.
She could make a lot of money sitting in front of a camera and not doing anything.
She has large boobs.
She's and very small. So it's a very
she's a petite person.
Petite person with big boobs so they
look even bigger than they probably are because her stature is smaller.
So small. Jeezy would definitely be in trouble for sure. LGZ and Baku would definitely be in trouble. Continue.
So she gets pulled over.
Yes.
The officer asks her if she's taken any drugs. She's like, no drugs, no alcohol, nothing.
Right.
He asks her to get out of the truck, and she complies. Mm-hmm. And she walks over to his patrol vehicle.
His cruiser. Mm-hmm.
And she puts her hands on the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Now...
It's important to know, people, that I have never had to get out of my car.
So
I don't know how this works.
He pulls out of the car. He takes her to go to his vehicle, and she turns around so he can search her on the cruiser. Right.
Correct.
Now, the headline is very important. The headline says that she was groped.
Yes. This other headline. So one said she was groped. This one says, trooper violated training. Agency's rule book when frisking woman without cause.
Yeah, well, That's not the one. That's not the headline grabber was.
That
groped.
one is probably a little more true. One of them said groped.
Yeah, groped. She said that she was groped. Okay, now based off the
Woman says cop groped her, pulled her over twice, just
Yes.
hours apart.
yes. Now, based off the description we gave you of this woman, based off what she had on and how she was built, that would lead one to assume that the cop was just all handsy,
Yes.
squeezing on all kind of different parts of the woman.
Yes. Have you seen Crash?
Yes.
So, like,
Yes.
that's what I thought immediately.
That's exactly.
So, if you haven't seen it, there's a scene
Yes.
in Crash where
Oh,
the couple
run.
gets pulled over.
Perfect. Terrence Howard.
Yeah, they get pulled over,
yes.
and it's a white officer, and it's a
Yes.
black couple, and the officer, pineapples, everyone, pineapples,
Oh.
ends up fingering the wife.
Yes.
And then, like, the whole story's interconnected. If you haven't watched Crash, you should watch it.
Great
But
movie about 10 years ago.
that is initially what I
Love
thought
it.
of when I saw the headline
Yeah.
of her being
Run.
groped.
That is a perfect analogy. Like, when I thought of that, I thought of, like you said, I didn't think of crab, but I'm glad you brought it up. But like, that would be your image of like this cop reaching down, like as he looking at fingering a woman. I mean, you would think that based off what she wants and based off what she said. Ryan, go ahead, continue. Tell us what actually happened in the video.
So in the video, he comes over to the car, and he like feels her waist,
Right.
and then he asks her to lift her shirt up just a little bit to see her waistband, and then he feels her waistband, and then he moves into follow my finger. Oh, and then he says, "Do you have anything in your bra?" So with her shirt on, she picks up the bottom of her bra and pulls it out
Right.
and says, "Nope, nothing's under here," to like shake it out to
Yeah.
make sure nothing's hiding. And then he proceeds to do it like a field sobriety test. Follow my finger.
That is it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's all.
That's what he did.
Now,
And she wants $100,000. Now here's
she says that he waited near her house to pull her over again. I did not see dash cam footage of this second pullover. Apparently it's out somewhere, but I did not see that.
her testimony. She said that the cop fondled her private region and her buttocks.
Yeah, and there's no way.
There is, unless the cop got extremely long fingers.
He'd have to have really long fingers, like Grinch fingers.
He has to be like Edward Scissorhand fingers.
Yes.
To literally.
Oh my gosh,
get
can you
that
imagine?
deep. And from his position and that deep.
Yeah, because his arms are... He's not straightening his elbows. His arms are not going down any farther.
We didn't see him do a reach around. Like, I mean, Jeezy is known...
Just felt the waistband and
I've been known to do a reach around in my day or two. And there's a lot of kneeling. Because he was significantly taller than this woman,
Correct.
too. So it's not like they're the same height.
Right.
He's at least a foot.
Yes, you would have seen him. His body, his shoulder would have had to move. His elbow would have been straightened.
Straight. He had to be completely down up in there.
Yes.
There, but that was not the case. Like you can still see the top of his hands.
Yes.
And even though you can see his fingers, you can see the top of his hands.
But if you can see the top of his hands and he's near your waistband, there's no way.
Unless
he
you get a
is
high,
touching
she
anything
might have a
else.
high coochie.
What? But
She might be an alien. Like she might have one of those front coochies. I don't.
it's weird.
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
Thank God I already said pineapples.
Yeah, I mean, but here's my thing. Like, this is where I think the Me Too movement is just kind of centered on that topic of the Me Too with all of this kind of stuff. This is where I think it loses steam when you attach money to it.
Yeah.
Because once you
If you're
attach,
doing it for money, that's wrong.
that to me. Then if you attach a monetary gain or something, because you know what, I don't get money for being physically abused at school, but I don't get money for that.
Right.
I don't get money for being verbally abused.
Correct.
But and then if you get sexually abused by somebody that works with you, you don't get money for that.
Right.
But now you put a person in a position of power. Now, if you're really, to me, I think if you're really concerned about other people and so he won't do it again, then no way he should lose his job.
Right. Not you get money.
He should be prosecuted.
Yes.
And in prison.
Yes.
That should happen. It shouldn't be.
You should not get $100,000.
You should not get $100,000. No. Like why? So in that case, everybody who gets pulled. You know what? I got pulled over twice.
I got pulled over
grab
on
me.
Friday.
You know what I'm saying? They grab
I need money.
I go in the club. They grab Jeezy's crotch. They search me. They grab it all up on me. So,
Right.
So who's to say So who's to say that the dude is just shaking me ain't gay?
Right.
Who's to say? I don't know. So it's like
Right. You wouldn't know.
you would not know. So I just feel like when you attach a monetary money to it, it kind of, to me, it weakens your argument. It's like I wait to almost see like, hey, why are you arguing? Or money? I'm out.
Right.
I tune out because it's a
I
money
do
grab.
think if you have been harassed or abused,
Yeah, for sure.
then by all means tell your story. But why do you have to receive money for it? Like, did you have medical bills that you had to pay as a direct result of this?
Yes, I agree.
Then I think yes.
yeah,
Okay,
understandable.
someone caused me harm and I had to pay for it.
Yes.
So I would like to be reimbursed for my medical bills.
Yes, exactly. And also, I think if somebody was raped, I think money is the last thing on your mind. If you
Right.
get raped.
Yes, I agree.
The last thing I'm worried about is no.
Right.
You took something from me.
Because all of these women that are making allegations against anyone who is famous or in any sort of power, would they ask for money if it was their neighbor?
No.
So, like, you just want money.
You just want money, and that's the way to get it. And it's unfortunate, man, that in society we still fall for the banana in the tail. Like, no one is seeing the hustle involved, man.
Right.
So that brings me, since we're talking about hustle, and this is a heavy hitters radio show. I mean, I'm not a good host.
No,
as far
but
as
we're
like,
on independent radio.
Yes, and we're at, I don't even know the address where we are.
Oh, we're at 361 Indiana.
Yeah, yes, it's run to the whole thing. I can remember that.
We're also on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
And
All
we have
the
other
place.
shows too.
Yes, and I'm sorry y'all missed the first half hour.
Guys, we had a really good conversation. I'm sorry.
Great conversation.
Moose is never going to let us run the show by ourselves again.
So
we can't be trusted.
No, but I did hear the new. I'm sure I heard the Jeezy intro, which was legendary. All right, so I got a question.
And then 45 minutes of static.
45 minutes of absolute nothing.
Sorry, guys, just fast forward.
Right, this is the best show ever.
Oh, we're so sorry.
I got a question.
Let's hear it.
Somebody had a post, and the post said it asks if you are dating a man,
okay,
and you can live together, and y'all split the rent.
Yeah.
Could he be classified as as a provider? Ron, I give
Are
you
you 50% in everything?
You splitting the bills.
All the things.
You splitting the bills.
Are you splitting everything?
You are splitting the bill. Ron's an education. Ron's trying to catch me up on my word. No,
I hear you.
You're splitting the bills.
I want to.
Is he a provider?
So, can I speak from personal experience for a moment?
What?
I do not live with my significant other, and I pay all my own bills. And I think he probably is still a provider because when we go out to eat, he buys. We don't always split the groceries halfway. So even though I live in my own house and I pay my own bills, I still don't pay for everything I would pay for if I were single. So technically he probably is a provider. So if you're not splitting everything 50-50, then isn't it...
It's not true. I'm letting you talk.
I mean, I really think if you're not splitting everything 50-50, then yes, technically one person would be providing for the other.
This conversation actually spawned the first episode of Men Lives Matter.
I love you guys, but I haven't listened.
Yeah, that actually spurned that episode because I was furious at the fact that the comments I was reading was
because
like,
I could split the rent with you, but if you pay the cable bill and you pay the electric bill and I pay the gas bill, that's still not 50-50.
Well, here's the thing.
It might be if the other bills add up to what you're paying.
Well, the thing is, here's the question.
And groceries, and eating out,
well,
and gas,
but here's the
all
thing.
the things. Like I ride in somebody else's car, and I don't give them gas money.
Who defined provider as financial? Like where did that like provide.
The breadwinner.
Provide is, I didn't say it was, they didn't say it.
But you can
breadwinner.
provide multiple things.
You
You
can-
can provide.
you can
love,
provide-
money. You can provide
Security, a sense of, he can provide so many different things to enrich and value and enrich
And so
your
could,
life.
I mean, and so could a woman.
Look, we're not gonna do Me Too. We're not gonna do
I'm
side by
just
side.
saying.
That wasn't me too because I've done it.
I'm just saying.
But here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, the stuff that I was reading was almost like devaluing the man, because they was like, well, he's just my roommate. If he's doing it, he's just roommates. Or I can do this, or he's not providing, he don't have this and that. So I was like, so let me ask you this. So so you want a man to, because basically it kind of, that conversation kind of spawned into what these women want in a relationship. They want a man to provide, take care of them. So I was like, so basically telling me is, he go to work, you go to work, all his money go to pay all the bills, all your money go to whatever he wants to go to, and then when y'all break up, you got money saved up because you ain't been paying nothing.
Right.
He been paying everything. So when y'all split up, break up, get divorced, whatever, you want half of everything he got, even though you ain't put in half.
Right.
So how is that remotely? And today in 2018,
Prenup.
in 2018, like I ain't talking about 1950, 60, when women didn't work, when that whole thing kind of, the way that we kind of think that we want to live was provided because women didn't make money, they didn't work, they was
Right.
home. So you have to have a certain amount of money. Not everybody works.
Correct.
So why is it? So I was like, so I asked him when I said, so let me ask you this question. So if he's a stay-at-home dad and you go to work, are you not a nurturer?
What'd they say?
Oh, you know, that ruffled some feathers.
Of course it did.
Yeah, but see, but nobody wants to see that.
Right.
Like, yeah. So is he more of a mother to his kids than you are?
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah.
why can't people just be in a relationship?
Why?
Why does it,
Why?
like,
Exactly.
I don't understand, like,
But see, that was my whole
be a
point.
human being.
That, but the thing that they kind of got me going was like, we seem like it's like we living in a world where things have changed. It is not 1950.
Correct.
We're not doing things the way we did them in the 50s.
I am not Rosie the Riveter, except on October 31st.
Men and women both work. So why is it that when the couple get divorced, the woman automatically get the kids? When the kids go to daycare anyway, like I can put them in daycare.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's completely different. But we live the Me Too movement. If you really want the equality, you gotta look at all the facets.
Yes.
You gotta look at everything and say, okay, am I willing to give all of this up
Correct.
for this? There's a reason why men typically make more money than women. It's because we have to pay more to provide for women. I know you look at me like that, but it's true. Because when you go on a date, the man pays. When you go out to go
That's
all the
true.
the man. By its total nature, he has to make more money to do all the things to take care of the family. That's how it traditionally was.
Was. Yes. Was. Past tense.
But it was. But no,
In the past.
it still is. It is like that still to this day. I mean, it is. Like men are still providers. Like you still do. You still do. Because when something's broken or something needs fixed, you've never heard a man call a woman to fix anything. Baby, can you fix this? Nah, you don't hear that. You're not hearing that. And as a man, you shouldn't want to do that. You know,
Yeah, but-
as a woman, you shouldn't pump your own gas if you're in the car with a guy.
If it's my car, I'm pumping my own gas.
And he in the passenger seat chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
I don't usually drive, though.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, I don't usually drive my car.
Yeah, that's me.
I drive sometimes, but it's not my car.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
There are a lot of double standards in this world that we live in.
And the thing is, some of them are just is what it is. Like I'm okay with double standard. I live by the double standard, and it's okay. It's okay. But to me, the Me Too movement and where it's heading, it's almost like you're crying wolf so much that nobody's listening anymore.
Correct.
Okay, we can agree that I told you we told Red Sparrow they paid her $20 million to be in that movie.
Right.
Opening weekend it did $13 million. So how can you justify? How can somebody justify like she won't get another $20 million for another movie because you can't justify paying her the same money when she's not bringing in the same money that somebody else is bringing in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tom Cruise gonna do a movie and they'll pay him $20 million to be in a movie, and guess what that movie gonna do opening weekend?
A lot more than that.
A lot more than that. Mission Impossible probably gonna do about 50-60 million opening weekend.
Probably.
Red Sparrow 13, and I'll pay it. But you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you can have the WNBA players tell me they want to make the same as the NBA players. No, because you don't. First of all, your stadium's half empty. Ain't nobody watching. Soccer, MLS players don't make as much as NBA players because you know what? They stadiums smaller. People don't go as much in this country. Now overseas, the soccer players make way more money because the stadiums are full and you have star power. So you can't.
David Beckham had star power.
Now teaching. I kind of retract my statement from teaching, even though male teachers are in a more rare. So by being rare and in demand, you should probably make more. But
then black teachers should make more too.
Yeah. You right, we should. But because 9 out of 10, the schools we going to are far worse. You know, we're not getting teaching jobs at Carmel. We teaching in the hood.
Around here, Carmel is not the one that pays the most.
But it's all. But to me, it all goes down to taxes. But anyway, that's a whole other subject. But like, people need to lay off Kobe for something that happened 15 years ago. He won an Oscar. Like, is he not supposed to win anything anymore? Because
no, he can't be a winner anymore.
He can't be a winner anymore. Even
nope.
though he won like literally 3 championships after.
Great, we need to take those back too. Done. No more Kobe.
No more Kobe.
He doesn't even exist anymore.
All because
Kobe who?
All because he had an alleged.
When we shoot things into the trash can, we no longer can say Kobe.
No, we no longer can say Kobe. You have to say like LeBron or something.
Yeah, but that doesn't flow as well.
Yeah, I'm LeBronin.
No.
I just don't understand.
You can't wear shoes anymore.
No, I mean he's been making money for 15 years and no one said anything until he got nominated for an Oscar.
Right.
And all of a sudden these people come out of the woodwork.
The 4 people that are mad.
The four people that are mad.
On Twitter. They're all the same person and it's just 4 different accounts.
Matter of fact, it could be a Russian account.
Yes, it's one of the bots trying to separate us as a nation.
And speaking of Russia.
Let's talk about Russia and not Red Sparrow because we're done with that.
And this we get into some President Trump news. President Trump can't keep anybody. Is the White House going to have any participants?
Oh my gosh! All the people are leaving.
Everybody's leaving the White House right now.
Everybody's leaving.
Like, will we have a White House staff in 2020?
Yeah, they'll be foreign.
Like, it's so bad he wanted his kids out. Like, did you hear the Kushner deal by his son?
I heard a little bit about it.
About the $1.5 billion real estate deal that he botched and was trying to get money, trying to get banks to come in and fund.
Tell me more.
He's using government money and banks in his position to try to get these to get a loan for a $1.5 billion real estate investment that went south.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
This is our.
These are the people leading
our country. Like you would think this is something happening like Cuba with Castro, the type of nepotism and all that kind of stuff that's going on. Like this is like amazing.
The chief economic advisor is resigning also. Something about a tariff fight. Let's see. Yeah. I didn't read it yet. Look, I'm really prepared for tonight's show.
He hired a speaker that didn't even last a day. Like he got a job and was like, "Nah, I'm done." Like a couple hours later.
Well, I mean, I might want to do that too. Like, yeah, that would be really cool to work in the White House. I mean, now that I've seen it, I don't think I want to do it.
Do you hear about the female lady he had? That she was like she had some big position. Like given to her, but her job was basically to steam his clothes while they was on him.
That sounds dangerous. To have your clothes steamed
like
while they're on you.
Like one of those little things, but
Yeah, but you gotta really trust that person because she turns that up too hot, you're burned.
he was standing in front of her, and she was like literally that was her job, but she had like some director of communications. Is what she was.
That's silly.
But she was a former model. Like she has no qualifications for the job. Like she has no.
Just like how his wife is not native and he wants to kick out all immigrants.
Well, you want to kick out like only people from brown countries. You got moves in a hole in his lip. You don't want to kick out. You only want to kick out people from brown countries.
Yes, black and brown people.
The black and brown people
Gotta go.
You know, as he calls them, shithole countries.
Yes, that is what he calls them. We have moose in our presence.
Oh, we got another.
Oh gosh, it's a party.
Taze.
Look, it's a party.
What's going on? We record. We live, baby. We live.
I don't.
So you can grab and sit down and.
I mean,
you can go and hop in, man. And I want to talk to you about.
Talking about Trump.
We're talking about Trump.
All right.
You gotta slide over here because you gotta get your. So we talking about will anybody be in the White House? Because Jokers is leaving by the second.
What you mean leaving by the second?
Well, the director of communications left. Now they're trying to push out his daughter and his son, Kushner and Ivanka.
Hold on. What you mean push him out?
Like they want them out of the White House. And then now what's his name? Spicer. His name is Spicer.
Spicy.
Yeah, he's
the dude from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he finna be up out of there. And who else, Ron? We got how many speakers have we had? Speaker of the House have we had? 3 now?
I think.
Yeah, 3.
This newest one's my favorite.
Who?
She's real sassy. She's just real sassy. Obviously, he was kidding. I mean,
so what's the
I just
question?
feel like she does not like her life.
Will we have anybody left in the White House by the time
Trump ain't going nowhere, man. He here for what? 6 more years.
Oh, so you guys getting reelected?
Yeah, man. Come on, bro.
Hold on, we think he's gonna get 2 terms?
America, man. Yeah. You don't think so?
I hold up, but
He got 1. Why can't he get 2? Come on, bro.
How old is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's about
You think-
he's
you
72.
think- you think-
70 something.
Hey, man, unless they take him out, bro, he's there, bro. He's the voice of the people right now. Not the people, but the people. You know what I mean? And I don't think he believes everything that, you know. I think he just he's the mascot, bro.
So you think somebody pulling Trump strings,
Yeah,
man?
bro, of course.
Who's pulling the strings?
Putin.
I can't say who's pulling him, but I'm saying something ain't right. Think about it. Like, he got in first off. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, he got in because we talked about it. His name was everywhere. Like he won the media battle. Like he used the media to his advantage.
You know how much money they spent on his campaign? I think they, if I'm not mistaken, I seen they spent like $2 billion on Hillary Clinton's campaign. They spent like it's either 70 million or 700 million. It was like 70 million, bro. Come on, man.
So he spent less on his
Spent
campaign.
a lot less, yes.
I mean, wait,
lot less.
Hillary spent $2 billion and I didn't win.
Yeah. they
This
raised
this
$2
guy
billion.
comes in, spend a couple $100,000.
Nah, it's 70 million. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We know what time it is. What you think?
I don't think he'll win. He'll get 2 terms. I don't think he'll make it through this one. Honestly,
I'm kind of surprised he's still there.
it's been a year.
It's
He's
a guy
never
talking.
there. He's always on vacation.
Will you be?
If I was the leader of the free world, I think I'd have something else I would have to get done at work.
But I will say this: he's sticking to his guns about the issues that he said he was going to get done. Like he's definitely steadfast to get those things done. Like he's speaking to those the group of people that we talk about, his base, and he's sticking on 100% to whether he's right or wrong.
Yeah, those people who elected him.
I mean, about the gun control, like he got something crazy about guns, and then like literally 20 minutes later, he was like, well, I don't think anybody, because he had made sense at first. He was like, well, I think you should be 21 before you can get a weapon.
And you should have We should be tough on mental
Yeah,
health relations.
yeah.
And he went to repeal Obama's.
Then 20 minutes later, was like, well, you know, he stopped putting the sea biscuit. He was moonwalking.
Yes.
You know?
Right out of it.
right out of it, because somebody, the NRA guy in his ear was like, yo, we ain't doing that for sure. So
Right.
I don't know.
There's a lot of mess around gun control currently.
Well, real quick, we got Moose.
We got Moose.
I mean, we got Moose in rare. I mean, we got the Big Ten champion, Moose.
He's stupid. Man.
I'm gonna say no. You see how Shaw. What the hell is going? We got a Books is in the building.
You guys are twinsies. I know, but it's close. We can cut your sleeves off.
Hey, what's up, folks, man? It's Moose again, Big House. I'm up in here, man. Hey, I tell you what,
Welcome.
I was checking on you guys. First, I couldn't hear, but then you came through loud and clear.
We're sorry.
Something was happening. The button wasn't pushing something, but yeah,
all
the first 30 minutes of the show was legend.
Oh my gosh, it was so good, and nobody heard it except for us.
And no one heard a word. We talk about like Red Sparrow, the controversy about her outfit that she wore.
I mean, we did end up covering it, but our first conversation was better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we talk about the cop that groped this woman allegedly?
No, do you
Like
know
literally,
this?
and Moose can talk to this. When the cop pull you over, he check. Don't he like check your waistband, like see if you got
I don't do it. Why?
It really depends. Like, so if you are a licensed carrier, concealed carrier, so they know you have your weapon. So when what happens is when they pull you over, they'll say, hey, the first question they ask you is, where's your weapon? And then you say, you know, it's on my waistband, it's in my door, it's in my glove compartment, what have you. They will go at that point and then get it, you know, and then check it.
Okay.
And then they will talk about whatever they stopped you for.
So basically, this guy, it was a woman. Ryan, can you show them the picture real quick?
Yes.
There's a woman that got pulled over in Tennessee.
Right.
All right, and she said she claimed that she was groped by the cop. Now, the woman is probably about 5'2", about $130, probably sporting a 34 double D. Like,
So they groped her?
no,
Did they shoot her? She's still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive.
She does not have double
I'm just
D's.
Those are double D's. Now, see, that picture makes it look bad. Like the still photo.
Well, let's see him.
The still photo looks. The still doesn't do it no justice.
Still look like she's complaining.
The still, right? So when he did in that picture, he reached around.
This snapshot does not accurately represent what happened.
Does not represent what happened.
So what's going to happen? It's going to be an outrage. They're going to run
She's
parades
suing
for
for $100,000.
That's it?
Well, he pulled her over twice.
They're going to pay that and be done.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything.
But if you watch the video, he didn't do anything. Like he literally was like, he went over, checked the waistband, stepped back, told her to like pull her bra, make sure nothing fall off her bra. She did that, and he was like, follow my finger.
I tell you what. Typically in Indiana, if there's a female perpetrator, they will call a female officer that's in the on.
Yeah, that's what CB was saying. Call
and then they will come and do the search for them. So
nothing in that video showed me that woman deserves $100,000.
You know what?
Now,
if she felt like she was touching the wrong spot, wrong place, wrong.
She said, hold on. According to her, she said the guy fondled her buttocks and her private region. Based on the video I saw, we watched, there is no way possible he can do that.
Was his body cam on?
Yes.
Oh, you know what?
That was a video. That was actually.
There's car video, and then he also has. Oh yeah, he's good. Then he's probably good.
Oh, so now they want to use body cam.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But she wanted $100,000 for that.
She didn't get shot with her hands in the air. Hey man, it is what it is. Like, she gonna be all right.
She won.
Yeah, man, she won.
So she got to go home.
She gets a chance to tell people that she got groped. You feel me?
But she didn't get groped. That's all.
I'm just saying.
That's the whole thing about it. She did not get like even remotely groped, like at all.
She did not get groped.
It's the Me Too movement.
As we talk.
Hey, y'all remember the Daniel Bryan Yes movement? The Me Too movement is that big, man.
And we talked about that with Kobe Bryant. With Kobe winning the Oscar, they want to bring up something that happened 15 years ago.
You talking about the butthole incident?
Yeah, they didn't want Kobe to win the Oscar.
Kobe took him to the hole. Kobe took him to the wrong hole.
But the thing is, he was accused, but he was never convicted of anything.
Hey, bro. Kobe black, bro.
I mean, we get that.
All right, I'm just making sure.
But it ain't just him. Casey Affleck.
I don't know who that is.
You know, he played all the Ben Affleck's brother. He had a sexual misconduct allegation, and so he didn't go to the Oscars last night.
Bro, who?
The Me Too movement is there's too many movements going on right now. To me, there's too much division.
Stop shooting the black man movement.
I mean, Wakanda.
What's that?
What did you just say, GC?
What, in Wakanda?
That's not what I heard you say.
There's too many movements.
Nope. I misheard what you said. I need a clarification.
What?
I thought you said something about a condom, and I
no.
heard anything about condom.
I said Wakanda.
So
Wakanda.
that makes more sense.
Condoms.
You know they'll use condoms.
You know what?
for
We should
Gary
do
now.
that.
It was confused.
We'll make a quick couple million and we'll be done.
Yes.
There you go.
These are Wakanda. These are the Black Panther version.
What was the idea about 6 months ago? We could have made some cheese
You
on
could have
that.
purple ones and gold ones.
I know he got a movie on
These were
Netflix.
condoms.
Huh?
He got a movie on Netflix. It's awful.
One for
Chadwick
the
Ball?
bald
Bro,
women,
he using the
one's
same
for hair.
accent. It's called Something to the King. Oh, it was horrible, man.
Yeah.
So they try to capitalize off what he did with Black Panther.
Well, I mean, that part was made years ago.
But it got the same accent. It was like it's a new release on Netflix.
But I think that movie came out
Okay,
a while ago. They probably just released it because of the Black Panther stuff.
Yeah, it's awful.
You guys done any kind of station break?
We did a really fast one.
Yeah, really fast one, yeah.
Also, I was not properly introduced today. So
Hey, folks.
I said, run, we got to run the MC.
Was she mad about
Yeah,
it?
she was like,
I was like,
Hey,
we can revisit that when there are more people here.
folks, what's happening, man? It's Smooth at Big House. You know what? I did something for my 40th night, so man, I came late. And
look at Snappy.
these guys,
That's what she said.
these guys absolutely held it down. I tell you what, man, but you can catch us on Twitter at Heavy
Underscore.
Hitters
Underscore.
and then you can also catch us on Twitter. You can catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and all those other sites, social media sites at the Heavy Hitters Radio Show. You know what, Jeezy, if you want to listen to the show, where else can you catch us?
Man, you can catch us on Spreaker.com/independent radio. If you got an iPhone, man, you can catch us on Apple Podcasts. Man, if you got an Android, you can listen to us on Stitcher Radio, or you can listen to us on Podcast Addict. Just put in Independent Radio, man. We right there up top, man.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If you listen to Independent Radio, we have several other shows, man.
Yes.
And I'll tell you, I'm just going to highlight a couple of them. The Independent, the Indie 15 Music Session, man.
Yep.
Hosted by DJ Longgreen, who's in the house today, man.
Who is sitting literally like 5 feet from me.
Yeah, he's up in here, man.
Nice.
And then I tell you what, they also have the Iron 3 Hip Hop Show.
Yes.
And matter of fact, you guys went yesterday. I couldn't for some reason I couldn't. No, not yesterday.
Yeah, he said, what kind of music was
Sunday.
it? It's called What Kind of Something Are You?
But you know, I was thinking about it. Should have been the drinking show.
Yeah.
Because in Indiana, I mean, all of a sudden we were able to buy alcohol.
I bought alcohol on
Sundays.
Sunday for the
Yeah,
first
on
time.
Sundays.
Well, I bought it in Michigan once, but so this was the second time I've ever bought alcohol on Sunday.
Yeah, I did not buy alcohol.
The
So
first
That-
time in Indiana,
I'm tell you
it
what.
was packed.
Everybody had a headache on Monday morning
I
because
said-
they were drinking more than usual.
Yes.
just
because
to
they could
say,
buy it.
yeah.
No, everybody was leaving church early on Sunday.
Yes.
It's like, you know what? All right, yeah, Hail Mary,
churches
Hail
go
Mary, full of grace. I got to roll though.
Churches
I had to
went
roll to
home
get this
today.
fifth in my face.
I got to roll. I got to roll so I get this fancy. I got to get this fancy 6-pack. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This wild berry cheese flavored beer.
Yes.
You know
That's
how
a
it
real
is.
communion going on.
Yeah,
Hey, so guys,
Oh, the show, man, you ain't understand. I dropped my first Men Lives Matter podcast, man.
I did hear. I heard the first part.
Yeah, Men Lives Matter, dog. Huh?
I did the first part of it. So yeah, man.
Yeah, it's about. This episode was about if men and women, if a man and woman stay together and y'all splitting the bills, can he be a provider, or is he a provider? Yeah, men lives matter.
And so we had to listen to it to get the answer.
Yeah. Then also, man, we got heel turn coming soon, man. I know Books ain't probably not. He ain't watched not one episode of Raw.
Hey man, speaking of that,
We said April.
But you got this WrestleMania, so you got to kind of build up.
I gotta watch NXT, man. Raw's done.
hey man, speaking of that,
See,
man,
heel turn coming soon. Man.
ever since you started talking about that,
Yes.
I don't know if they're listening to us, from AT&T and all the people, but all of a sudden we get all these wrestling people that are like watching us, like guys.
No, what happened was he put up a couple of wrestling things in our about heel
like
turn
hashtags or whatever.
Hashtag. Once you do that, you get a lot of wrestlers.
They was in there,
They come-
man.
They start following.
I'm talking about it's a cat like just with like a video, and
Yeah.
he's like well, he walks in front of a screen. He's like, let me tell you about.
Yeah, once he put that a couple of them wrestling video things up,
Now,
montages. Yeah, it's
I
all.
will tell you, I'm excited about the fact that there's a Steiner Brothers site that follows us, and I follow them, and I look at all this stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm a
Because of
big
this
fan.
shit.
I'm a big fan of the Steiner
Hey,
Brothers.
but real
man.
quick, since we're talking about wrestling, man,
You know what I'm saying? I'm
it's
a
about
big
to get
fan of the Steiner.
it's about to get bigger, man, because
Papa Pump.
for if y'all don't know, WWE is about to merge with Fox, which is Disney, but be Fox, and
They're
so
gonna own the whole world.
So,
All right,
so
so-
Monday Night Raw will be on Fox proper, like
I
channel.
thought
Are you
Stay on,
okay
like,
with?
Tuesday.
Are you okay
I
with
was hoping.
one organization
No,
owning
no,
most of everything
No.
that we watch?
I have
No.
a question.
no. Even though I love Marvel, but no, I'm not. Disney is the devil. That's why I got 666 in the name. But anyway, it's a whole nother story.
Can I
Yeah, I'm not cool with
ask-
that.
I would like to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what's the actual definition of a monopoly, and how does Disney not qualify as a
NBC.
monopoly?
They don't own everything.
NBC and
A
CBS.
monopoly doesn't have to own everything.
You have to own issues. Like okay, same thing with like Uber. It has to be a Lyft. Same thing with Netflix. It has to be something else.
Hulu.
It has to be something else to balance up. You can't just have one or something.
If they get DC Comics, they're not.
They did have been a monopoly. Yeah, if they bought DC, then it'd be,
How?
because there's other comic book companies. It's only DC and Marvel. You can't have Marvel owning DC.
I'm almost sure there's some little podunk joints out there. They're like,
It has to be. I think it has to be up equal. That's the reason why AT&T.
It's not equal, for
AT&T was
sure.
trying to buy T-Mobile. So a couple years ago, AT&T was trying to buy T-Mobile, and they couldn't do it because T-Mobile and AT&T were the only GSM networks.
Right.
So you can have one company owning all the GSM networks. They can own Sprint, they can own Verizon, but they can't own T-Mobile because they have. They run the
this is
same.
bad, by the way, man. I am a loyal AT&T iPhone customer. However, my phone is dragging like it's never dragged before, and I feel like they are trying to force me. They're trying to force me
They got a suit for that.
to get an
Apple
8, right?
Apple has said that they do that.
They do that on purpose.
To
I'm
save
not
battery
doing
life.
it.
You gonna get the replacement battery because they offer
No,
replacement
I don't need a replacement
It's
battery.
lagging. They did an update.
But I did updates and all that, man. I'm lagging. I'm just not even doing it anymore.
You had iPhone 7.
Yes.
Normally, they don't do it to like 2 generations.
No, you know what it is though, because if you notice right now, here's what made me think that it was a thing. Because you know me, I'm not a conspiracy guy at all, right?
But you come into conspiracy, brother.
We know why. Well, here's what happened. All of a sudden, you watch those commercials. Get an iPhone 8 for yourself. We'll give you a free one for anybody you want to give it to. That's what I'm thinking to myself. When the hell they start giving out a free $400 phone?
400.
Or whatever, whatever it is, right?
iPhone 2.
You know what I'm saying?
for 400.
And so all of a sudden, it's like, you know what? Now I understand it. They wanted guys like me that had the 7 to be like, oh, I need that 8. But it's not much difference. I mean,
It's no difference.
the camera's a little bit different, maybe, blah blah. I'm like, I'm not doing that. They say, all right, cool. You ain't gonna be able to watch nothing on your phone.
We slowing it down.
We're gonna slow everything down. And I'm like, I don't care. I just wait. I got time. I got more time than money. AT&T, or whoever you are, iPhone. And so I'm in that situation. But do you guys think that's a reality?
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, that's the
It's a
thing.
lawsuit.
it's a lawsuit.
It's a
Level.
class action lawsuit.
So it's happening.
For anybody who got an Apple phone, you get you probably get $14 or something like that.
Oh, well, I thought the lawsuit was for the battery.
Yeah, they
Because first the battery's like 50, and they're like, hell no, it's like 20.
Slow your phone's down.
Okay.
So it's a class. If you had Apple, if you got iCloud, they'll send you like a $15 check after they pay the lawyer fees and all that.
Right.
It's amazing
right.
how class has a lawsuit. The lawyers get the 30%, so they get like the lion's share, and then the rest of it is spread out amongst.
Well, I mean, there's a lawyer organization that's 5, and then there's 2 million Apple people.
Apple people, right?
You know, so those 5 get the
bulk of the money.
They get their people. Well, there's only 5 of them. If it was the opposite,
No, I'm saying, but it's 5 of them. But if the lawsuit's for $200 million, they get 30% of that $200 million is split between 5 people.
right?
Where the rest of that money, the rest of that go towards a split between 2 million people. So
I've been there, man. I've been there where. No, I'm not just sip on it.
that's why it's almost better to start your own personal lawsuit against Apple. Get your own lawyer and go in on your own.
Ain't nobody got money
that's
for
a lot
that.
of
Yeah.
Not ever money. Money be
I got a
there.
lot of people watching, so that's good.
So-
A lot of LeBron fans watching right now.
Hey,
That's funny.
Hey, all right, so guys, so listen, I know today's called Groped, right?
Groped.
All right,
Yes.
so listen up, man. And here in the next, Groped. So in the next couple weeks, man, we have March Madness coming up.
Yes.
All right. So
Are you excited about March Madness?
Of course I am.
Like, it's
By the way, what's my name?
Yeah, Big
Moose, aka
Big House, man.
Big House,
I
man.
said congratulations on the Big Ten.
and we won the Big Ten 2 years in a row.
in New York City. You know what's crazy about y'all winning the Big Ten? Do you realize that y'all stats of points, margin of victory, points against, percentage, and everything is the exact same as it was last year?
Yeah,
You scored 70 points, you scored 74, gave up 64.
Hey man, I tell you,
I was tripping
here's
when I
what
saw
I didn't know
that.
that.
Here's what
The
happens.
exact same stats.
We peak at this time of year, but now here's the phenomenon that happens. I don't know if you guys care or not, but the Big Ten had to finish a week early
Yeah, 'cause I went to
Right.
New York,
in order to have it in Madison Square Garden,
which was ridiculous.
So we don't have games this week. Everybody else will be playing. You know, when the champions will keep playing,
Yes.
playing until Selection Sunday. Is that going to be a disadvantage for the
Yes,
Big Ten?
because in the NBA you prefer rest over rust, but in college you got one game. You ain't got a series. You got one game to go out
That's
there
true.
and get it going. Like there is no like in the series if you have like the Warriors have a week off before they play, it's no big deal because you got 7 games to get your legs back. In college you got one shot.
But hold on a second. I mean, you know, what's your name, my man?
Taze.
Taze, you're a sports guy, right?
I
Obviously,
know everything about sports.
You're a
I'm
sports
never
guy.
wrong.
And you're an ex-basketball player,
Yeah.
right? What's your practice look like? I was a coach. We
Yeah.
played basketball.
Yeah, man, but
And so it's 10 to 12 of us.
I will
and
say
we
this.
playing basketball every single day.
yeah, you
against each
playing,
other.
but the intensity is not the same as a game.
Because you're trying to kill whoever you're playing against.
Yeah,
You're
and
trying to
intensity.
kill
when it's another team.
Yeah, you can't match like when you go into like you can't coach. Like you got a lot of freshmen. You can't coach what it's gonna be like to be in that tournament
That's
until
true.
you in the tournament. Like your nerve, you got nerves, you got all that stuff coming into play. So you might need 5 minutes to
But
curve that.
They just went again. They just, if you think about just Michigan,
Okay.
right? So Michigan played going backwards. They played Purdue. Mm-hmm. They played Little Brother. Mm-hmm. Which folks I don't know if you know or not, but that's
Michigan
that's
State.
Michigan State. But they played Little Brother, and then they played Wisconsin. Rutgers. They had it wasn't Rutgers. I apologize. It was Nebraska. So they played Nebraska, Little Brother, the JV team, and then Purdue, who was the lead, who might be the number 2 school in the country, en route to winning. So you gonna tell me that they didn't have games that they were prepared to do?
Yeah, but that's the difference between being in the field of 64 or 68, whatever it is now.
They're in the field of 14.
and playing on that when the lights look it's like playing in the playoffs. The lights are bright, but then we get to the finals, the lights even brighter, man. Like it's more cameras, it's more eyeballs, there's more people watching.
Plus teams.
Is it, you know what I'm saying? So it's and the difference between Purdue is they got to come out based on Michigan. I don't know what seed they gonna get. They didn't get a 1 seed.
What was that?
No.
Purdue?
Michigan
Purdue,
be about a 4 seed.
Purdue will still be in the top 5, I think, and they will stay. They will
So
stay
what?
somewhere close.
So what?
to
Michigan
Midwest.
be what, like a 6 seed?
I believe the Michigan.
So they gonna play with
a.
was it a 12 or a 14?
I got somebody in here saying Cavs versus Rockets in the finals. Cavs win. Just for y'all to talk about. I should let y'all know. But,
Oh, you know
That is nowhere near gonna happen.
no hell.
you don't think so?
You think so?
You think the Cavs ain't going nowhere?
I mean, is it gonna be
Rockets ain't
the
either.
Pacers,
They're not
the
going
Pacers, or Boston?
No.
I
Did we say the Pacers
got-
number 4
I got 4 teams that can beat the Rockets in
in the West?
In the West?
Yes.
No way.
Warriors.
Okay, yeah.
Spurs of Kawhi there.
no.
Bro, they beat them last year without Kawhi. Hear me out. Portland
No.
and OKC.
No.
Oh, I forgot about OKC.
Oh, you mean OKC AAU team?
They hurting without Roberson. I'm watching the game tonight. They can't switch without him. Like, they down 12 right now.
Real quick, Cleveland fans, how's that Rodney Hood player doing? Remember Rodney Hood? Remember I was like he was like
He's balling for a minute, but he's not doing anything with them.
he's not doing anything.
But
Can't make everybody better though, right?
Larry Nance and all those guys.
Larry Nance is a
Larry
beast.
Nance balling out.
A beast.
He's balling.
He's balling out.
He's balling.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, NCAA. I just had to give y'all that. It's a good. It's
all
called
right.
Groped, right?
Groped.
Okay, that's a good topic for the NCAA.
Nice.
Especially talking about Louisville.
They groping them boys, man. No, I'm talking about they need to pay them.
Japan. Yeah.
Ooh, so I tell you what, real quick, before we get into that, all right. So Michigan will be somewhere in the mid, anywhere from 5 to 8.
Yes, that's danger zone.
Which well for them though, they're killers. They're killers in the area.
Yeah, but they had a week off, and the other teams playing this week.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah, that's
because
Michigan go against Oklahoma. That ain't gonna be good.
Well,
for
nah,
them.
it ain't gonna really because the last game is played Sunday, right?
right.
So the other teams got 4 or 5 days off too.
So Michigan would have like 14 days off.
I mean, it don't matter really. You know what I'm saying? 5 is 5 is 20. You feel me?
We'll see.
They're saying that they hope that they play on Friday. They want them Friday teams. Which,
Friday, Sunday.
Almost 2 weeks, yeah. All right. So
Paying players.
as people talk about, the show is called Groped, right?
Groped.
And it's Heavy's radio show,
Yes.
man. And so they talk about the fact that NCAA players are getting groped, bamboozled,
Yes, let us stray.
right, because they're not being paid directly to play.
They get paid
Indirectly.
Now wait.
Yes, they do.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put all of it on you guys. Then I'm gonna let you go. The same issues coming up, fellas, with women's soccer.
No!
And women's soccer and women's hockey. How come they're not being paid?
Show me what they generate.
And let me get it out. I already know some of them. Let me get it out.
Okay.
All right. So, college players, should they get paid? Women's sports, should they get paid the same amount as men? We talk about getting groped. All of them organizations are talking about getting groped. And by the way, on top of that, Le'Veon Bell says, "Hey man, you gonna franchise me for the second year? You groping me? I'm out."
I feel it.
All right, Pete.
All right,
we
go.
handle the first one.
Go.
So you bring up like you always feel like the women's soccer team or the lacrosse team should get paid.
USA.
And my man Taze hit it best. What are you generating? Well, how much it costs to get into your games? Is it free? Are people wearing your soccer jersey around the campus? Or is your likeness being used to generate money for the school? If the answer is no, then you should get a stipend,
yes.
But you should not get the same as a generating sport at your university. People don't realize that Alabama football provides funding, facilities, jerseys, and everything for all their sports. So when like for Michigan, Jordan represent all of Michigan athletics. Not just the football team or just the basketball team. All their athletics are geared up with Jordan. Why? Because of Michigan football.
Right.
So all those other sports,
The lacrosse team didn't do that.
the lacrosse team ain't generate that kind of money. So the revenue generating sports and players should get paid more than a non-generating.
All right, so wait.
sports.
I'll tell you guys real quick. In Michigan sports, the lacrosse team went further in the NCAAs than the football team.
Yeah, but
you know me because I
Get
know
him Brand Jordan.
Yeah, but anybody watching that? I mean,
the swimming team. I watched all these.
yeah, but millions of people are not watching the Michigan lacrosse team.
Yeah.
How many
absolutely right.
Division I athletes are there? Like all sports across the
Oh my god!
Oh, shit.
So, so I'm just saying, so Michigan, you think it's like 200 athletes?
Easy.
teams,
I mean,
football.
football alone. Football alone's 100 and some. Basketball is what 17.
So
No,
maybe
15.
500 players total.
Total.
per school, per Division I school.
Yeah.
About 500.
So they gave every athlete $50,000 for the year.
They can't afford that.
How? You know how much they making this tournament?
I do.
They about to make billions.
They make big, but that's a valid. But you can kind of feasibly see it because if the NCAA men's basketball is getting $2 billion just from TV,
They can't afford $5 million
just
a year.
just from TV. The football is what $7-8 billion.
Yeah.
So just for football, we ain't talking about how much it costs to get to the game. We're not talking about none of that. We're talking about the TV packages are in the billions.
They can't afford $5 million a year to pay these athletes. If
All
you
right,
want to make
so-
it, I'm not making it even. I'm saying, say if you want to make it even, I think basketball players should be paid $100K across the board for the year.
The college basketball.
1
players?
through 15 shouldn't make $100K.
Nah, here's what I think. Here's a solution because I don't believe they all should get paid the same because we all not worth the same.
I get it, but I'm saying,
You know what I'm saying? The best players should get the best.
I'm not gonna say $100K. I'm gonna say they should make at least
I
50K.
think they should be allowed to hire an agent. I think they should be allowed to make money off their likeness and whatever you can get off yourself and open market, whatever you
Well,
get.
let's go make it too much of a. Let's go make it absolutely professional at that point. You don't need.
But
what I'm
the
saying
school
is
not
this.
paying you, but the school said, you know what, Taze, if you can go out there and get $100 million, or if somebody want to pay you money
So-
for you to come do an event,
Man, without
that's
the
up
players,
to you.
without the players, is there a sport?
Huh?
Are we going to watch the coaches coach? Or
No,
we want to watch the announcers announce?
no.
We can't give these kids 5% of the revenue.
Tomorrow for the revenue generator. I mean,
How much is 5% of the revenue?
I'm saying,
is that,
so
is,
just
is,
say $5 million. Put $5 million
is,
aside for
is
athletes.
their college education?
no, that's not my. That's not my.
For free, and that's
The
The whole
what they're
point
gonna
of
do.
playing
Come on,
sports
man.
in college is to also get your degree
That
that,
is
That's
you
false.
get free.
maybe
Right.
no.
You can buy that degree.
Because once you get too professional, that's when they're paying
You two-
Okay. Wait. So are we putting a monetary value
Hold
on
on,
education?
hold on.
Like there's a value on education, like a money. There's a set money. So
Does
Yes.
it cost money to get an education? Yes. And does it cost money to get a free public education? Yes.
So-
it costs somebody
But
money.
listen, so that
Oh, I hate talking
hold
about
on.
education
So
on
that teacher that comes that teacher that professor that makes that's at Michigan, it's a professor.
Yes.
His salary is based off the money that's generated by the school.
Right.
If the players, the athletic department is generating, the science department don't generate nearly as much money, even though they get.
Instead of paying the athletes,
You're a
they're
contracted
paying the
professor.
So the athletes are slaves. What y'all saying?
No, but they're getting schooling for free. They're getting their books.
Dude,
They're
that's-
Schooling for free. Okay, so
Their equipment,
say
their
they getting
housing,
60.
their
They getting
meals.
They meals.
One-
Have you?
one-
Are y'all serious right now? Like, do y'all know what these kids are eating and what they got to do to make money?
They're struggling.
They are like
Some
eating
of them
ramen
are selling
noodles.
food from their
So
food
this is what I'm saying. It's
They don't
cool for a
have to.
kid that's it's cool for who's. Have y'all seen Ben Simmons One and Done?
No.
Watch that and then come back to this
Let
topic.
me ask you this, Ron.
That's all I'm gonna say.
If your school that you teach at say, know what, Ron, know what we'll do? We'll pay for your food. We'll pay for your housing. But you got to teach for us for free. Would you do it?
Hell
For my
no.
food and my housing, that's what I pay for.
If she's in college.
No.
Yes.
I
If
have
she's
a
in
degree.
college.
You
I
would
am
teach.
now-
You would teach for free If we take
If she's in college, yes. Not when you're a professional.
If I were going to school, because I am, and someone said, "Hey, we'll give you your education for free if you do this for our college," I'm in.
So what if what you're doing is making your college billions of dollars?
Billions of dollars.
If you're that good, then go make billions of dollars
They
outside
can't.
of college.
They can't do
After
it.
1 year, yes, you
But why you
can.
gotta go?
But why I gotta go?
That's the rule.
Why?
You can't make
So you wasting the scholarship by doing it.
I got one.
And why nobody get mad at baseball players who literally go out of high school? Nobody got mad at Bryce Harper, who graduated from high school early just so he can go into the pros.
I understand with that. But I got one question for you guys though. So before 1990.
Okay.
There was no issue with guys going to college and then going to the professional ranks, right? And then all of a sudden, because there's more money to separate, all of a sudden now we need to pay because like Oscar Robertson was in college balling out.
Hey, you don't think Oscar Robertson was getting paid?
Can I finish?
He got about $20. That's what they was getting back in the day.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so that in big time college they get per diems, they get all kinds of stuff. They get, if you at Michigan, you getting Jordan shoes every other week, you getting clothes, blah blah. All right, so we know that for the game, the purity of the game is that you're here to get an education.
Bro, they're not gonna get
You're here to get an education, and you are also a athlete in whatever.
They gotta play basketball.
Whatever sport you're doing.
You know what's funny, Moose? Like the game. They said back in the 1990s, that was cool, but you didn't have coaches making $7-8 million, getting paid like professionals. You didn't have.
What does that matter?
It does matter. Why is it everybody's getting paid except the actual talent on the floor?
You got lower level assistants making $200,000.
Everybody's getting paid except for the product on the floor. Everybody, the referees getting paid, the TV people, the commentators getting paid, the coaches getting paid. Everybody's generating some type of wealth from what's going on except for the players on the field. The reason why everybody's there, they're not getting paid nothing.
Is the college game should be a professional game?
No, they should get more of a stipend.
They should get more of a stipend.
Yeah. They should get a percentage is what I'm saying. If they making billions of dollars, take
billions,
$5 million,
man.
Take $5 million, which is a write-off. What your third tier assistant may be making. And split between athletes if you want to make it even, but I think that basketball players and football players should get paid more because they generate the money. Period,
man. I agree, man. You got to pay the athletes, man.
Bro, I hate to use the word slave or slavery, but it's based on you do all the work, we get our rewards. You get nothing.
Get nothing. Everybody benefits from it. Everybody benefits from the CBS is benefiting from it. Everybody benefits except the actual players.
GZ, earlier.
And then if they go out to dinner with a booster and then a booster buys the meal, they get in trouble. That's ridiculous.
Earlier, you told me that a man does not have to pay for everything in order to be a provider.
Right.
Right?
Right.
They can provide other things. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, if I am a college athlete and I get to go to school for free, and I get my meals covered, and I get my housing covered, and I get clothes, and I
don't get clothes.
You don't get any sort of sports equipment to play a college sport.
You get to walk around in that every day. I mean,
now,
you still need your basic necessities.
I am saying that the school is providing for this student. They're not giving them money, just like the man doesn't have to give the woman money in order to be a provider.
Right. You're absolutely right on that. However,
they do not need to get paid.
However, when an athlete goes to a school and he sees his number 21 jersey in the student shop has his
700 people have been number 21.
No, but but no what, they went 21 before I got there. Then all of a sudden I'm the best player on the team. Everybody knows it's mine, but that's I can't go in there and pay $80 for that jersey because I don't have no money to. But everybody's wearing my jersey with my likeness, my face is on the media guide. All the stuff is with me is on there. But I can't benefit from none of it.
And you think it's okay for them to make money and them not make it? So take it off. So you saying take it off TV, right?
There was a guy
take it off TV.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all.
So I'm asking.
They do not deserve to be paid a monetary amount because they are being provided other things.
No,
just like we talked about earlier. Here's the other thing. With that jersey, Your name is not on it.
Someone your name is on it.
700 other people have been 21, and 5,000 other people will be number 21.
I still don't agree with
That
you because
year, you're 21, right? And maybe for 4 years you are. Maybe you leave after that 1 year. That number is going to continue to go on through that school, with or without you.
You absolutely
It's not your number.
I just don't think a free education is enough. I say that because once they graduate school, let's say
Have you paid?
I don't
Paid
think
for their education.
I
here.
understand. I understand from somebody who paid for it, which is another rip off.
School for all 4 years, they've made the university millions, billions of dollars. Then they graduate and have trouble finding a job. Now they're struggling in real life while this university has exploited them, made all sorts of money, yet they can't find a job in their field
But
of study.
then that's where it was their fault for picking the wrong major.
Then they went to
that's not
college.
enough.
Well, then they went to college for a
First
degree,
off,
not to
college is a
play
scam.
sports, because they're not a pro.
I'm trying to tell you, man. College is
It's a scam.
It's
First
a sham.
off,
First and foremost, it's a sham.
Yeah.
To
the,
get
the federal loan program is criminal.
it all is, man. It's designed to get you to you pay off a debt you will never pay off. I mean, never. You never get out from under it.
It's a lot more than the major.
You won't have that debt if you get to go to school for free because you play a sport.
But why are you? So if the doctor, why is it that doctors can go to school when you are doing your clinicals? You
Your
get
residency?
You get paid to be a you
Do
get
you know
paid.
how much you get paid to be a resident?
You get paid, but you get paid.
Do you know how much?
But it
you
don't
get
matter,
paid
but
to
you
be a
get
resident?
More
paid.
than the athletes.
You get paid. Every
The
student.
athletes are not doing an
You
internship for sports.
never even let her say how much.
How much you get paid?
Doctors get paid $8 for their residency, and they work 36-hour shifts.
You get paid.
That's robbery. So that's wrong too.
Now, teachers get paid $0 for their
How much do teachers bring to the
residency.
school? How much revenue do teachers?
Residency.
How much revenue does the teacher, the education student, bring to the school?
That's not. I'm telling you that as a teacher, when you go through student teaching, you don't get paid. I'm just telling you that
How
doctors
much
get paid.
revenue
Teachers do not.
do students?
I
How much-
personally paid a lot of money to my college
much- no.
for my education.
Are you a teacher?
How much revenue did you
Let me
generate?
shake your hand because that's a tough job.
How much revenue did you generate
punch this guy in the face.
for your university? How much revenue?
Well, let's see.
For
I was
university?
involved in a lot of other things on campus. I can't put a dollar amount on it because I'm not sure.
If you had to spitball before a year, if you had to spitball, how much you think?
How much money did I generate?
How much
did I bring to my
yeah,
school?
how much value did you bring to your school? Just
Let's
spitball
see.
it. Just spitball it.
So if I brought other students there, then I think that counts.
Just spitball. This could be a spitball amount.
I don't know.
Just spitball it. Just give me a number. Would you say 500,000, 100,000? Less than that, 50,000.
How much did you bring to your college?
Oh, I played.
Mr. Basketball
shit.
player.
Let me see. The Wu game was sold out. Let me see. That was sold out 2 years I was there. We went to the tournament when I was there for the first time in I would guess, because I went to a small school. I would guess I brought my team the 2 years I was there probably about 500,000.
And so for 2 years, how much do you think you should have been paid in addition to your free education?
I said at least 20,000.
Interesting. But teachers don't deserve to get paid
We
anymore.
not saying they don't deserve to get paid.
I'm just
saying that you don't
all
generate-
the conversations we've had.
Let me say this: teachers deserve to get paid a lot more than what they get
That
paid.
is not. I disagree with that.
How?
But
Are you?
you work 125 days a year.
So
180.
nah, bro,
180. You work
nah,
180.
My contract's $191.
You work
I go-
it's 365 days in a year,
Nah,
and
I
you
go-
work half.
I wish I
Bro.
only
Just
worked-
over half.
Bro, you know
I
how
wish I
many
only
kids
worked
they
my
deal
contract
with?
days and hours.
You know how many?
I didn't choose.
A teacher got to be a counselor,
A nurse,
a pastor, a nurse. They got to deal with a lot,
I
bro.
a
didn't choose
mom,
it.
a dad.
And they got to carry guns, man. Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
It's
They
not enough of that run.
All I'm saying
Hell
is this.
yeah.
they should get 100, bro.
What?
They should get 100,
For what?
bro.
So you don't pay your taxes? You
Bro, I
cool
made
with your
100
taxes?
last year bullshitting around.
You cool with
Teachers
your
should get
taxes
100.
going up? You cool with your taxes? Because that's where the money come from.
Like, that's like
That's where the money come from. Your
for inner
taxes.
city schools. Yes, I'm 100% fine
Yeah,
with
I'm
that.
cool. I live on the farm, so I pay.
I'm cool. Teachers should make at least 100.
No, I'm cool with it yet.
They should at least make 100.
cool
They make
with
like
it.
35, man.
I ain't choosing.
I don't know. I think they should make it. I think they should make 100.
You gotta work more. I gotta work more than that.
Hey, folks, you listen to Heavy's radio show, and man, I tell you what,
181.
It got feisty there for a while.
if you talk
181
about
days?
being groped, it sounds as though if you're a college athlete, you should make the same amount as a teacher that's teaching America's youth.
Why is it a little extra America's youth? Like somehow like
Man, you should make a lot more teaching.
no.
Because if you are a teacher, who are you teaching?
Yeah, but
You're teaching
you
American
know what?
youth.
You know what?
Now they should go to
future
Europe.
You know what? The college
America.
athlete is entertaining the masses. Continue.
Nah, but I'm saying like a teacher is a professional. A college athlete, we call this a stipend, even though it's a payment. I think they should. I think the football.
I think teachers get paid rightfully. Maybe
Oh, so
maybe
we should.
2%
So,
bump.
so should the teachers get a stipend that's equal to,
In college,
if the pay is 40,000 and they should get a stipend that equals, I believe you said 100,000.
I think teacher salary should be 100,000.
Okay, so they should
Between
get
80 and 100.
So they should get $60,000 stipend on top of their 40,000.
Teachers has to be around 50, 60 grand. I'm cool with that.
But they don't. That's not what they get made.
You have to be in 20 years before you make
Yeah,
anywhere close to
I
that.
said
All right, so
60,
guys, guess what? We're listening to Everett's radio show. Jeezy, where else can you catch us?
Man, Apple Podcast, man, on Stitcher Radio, Spreaker Radio, and we all over the place, man. Just go to Google and put in Independent Radio, man. We right there on top.
All right, so I'll tell you what.
That's INDY Pendant Radio.
Yes.
We're also on Twitter at Heavy
Underscore.
Hitters.
Underscore.
Yeah, man, we got D-Lo G up in here, man. We got the one and only Run. E-M-C. Man, she's up in there too, man. The star of the show. The one and only Jeezy.
LGZ Mbaku T'Challa.
Oh, sorry. LGZ Mbaku T'Challa, born
Wakanda.
February 18th,
Right.
2018, man. Yeah, he's
from
up in there.
Wakanda.
Yeah, for sure, man. He got the first flight out to Wakanda.
First flight out.
He was on there, man. Hey, this hosting show, man. I came in late to have to do some 40 stuff. It's mostly like a big house. Hey, and we also got a guest. Taze's up in the house, man, folks. So I think he's live posting or tweeting. He's doing something over there that's live, and he's interacting with folks, man. So if you follow Taze, and Taze, where can we follow you?
Facebook, Taze. Instagram, Taze317. I think I got a Twitter, but I just go to.
Look, he says, I think I have a Twitter.
I think I got a Twitter.
Maybe.
And so, how do we spell that, my man?
Tazae. It's accent over the E because it's French.
I never knew that.
No, I'm lying, bro.
So it's Tazae. Tazae.
Yes, sir.
Taze317.
Yes, sir.
So guys, you want to follow Taze317, Tazae. Did I say it right?
Yes, sir.
He's live tweeting and live broadcasting, all kind of stuff, man, with us right now. All right, guys, man, we're getting close to wrapping it up, yeah.
Yeah, we put in some work this episode.
For sure, man. Hey,
LGZ did not watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah, I
yet.
did not watch it yet.
what?
But can I just bruise and reviews it real quick? You need like 3 bottles of wine. I got teary-eyed. It was a really emotional episode. Holy smokes, I can't wait until you watch it.
Did anybody die?
I'm
No,
not answering
no,
any
no,
questions. But I
Hey,
can't
man,
wait until
hey,
you
man.
watch
Colson,
it.
I know Colson.
Oh my God.
I know Colson is he got that ninja.
Hey,
Yo.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It is one of the coldest episodes I've ever seen.
I'm
I
about
mean-
to watch it. Yo. I'm about to watch
Check
it.
it out.
So many surprises.
You want Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Oh man,
And a
dude.
little bit
Yeah.
And you know what? If you never watched it, Taze, you're gonna be lost.
You'll be lost.
Because you need because what's happening
Yeah,
is
you gotta go
what's
back.
happening is
It's so
you
heavy.
know what?
Man.
I'm mad at you. You saw they moved to Friday. They're gonna wrap it up, and now all of a sudden, like, man, last episode at the end, they showed all this stuff. And
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like-
you'll love the preview
I'm
for the
like,
next
This might be the last one, man.
No, it's not. No, I'm writing letter.
Let
Hey,
me give
am I-
y'all a quick secret I know about. It's something I'm predicting. Since we're talking Marvel. Tony Stark is dying in Infinity War. That's all I want to say.
Oh yeah, I think we knew that.
No, I think he don't think he.
I think
Second
he
one?
died.
No, Cap gonna die. Cap's gone.
I'm just telling you. That's all. I just want to chime in on the Marvel argument because I've been watching all of them, piecing everything together. So
I think it's over for Cap, yo. I think Cap is out of there.
We'll find out real soon.
No, you know they moved the date up to April 27th.
Yes, I did see that.
Damn, that quick.
They moved it up because they
Iron Man requested it
What they did was they moved it up.
on Twitter. Yep. Yes.
They moved it up because they want that 4 week between them and Deadpool.
That makes sense.
Because they was coming out May. At first it was coming out like May 4th or something like that, and then Deadpool was coming out May 28th. So they only give them 2 weeks before Deadpool comes in. So now what they did was so you know who's mad is The Rock, because now they come out the same weekend as Rampage, and it's over for the Rock movie. You know, The Rock had a movie. So he thought he had like at least 2 weeks where he can be like, I can live for 2 weeks.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm gonna start checking it out.
And then it is great television, man. If you're in the Marvel, it is. But if you gotta start from like go on Netflix and start from season 1, because like
how many seasons is it?
Oh man,
it's four
Okay.
seasons. See, the thing is, like Run started last season.
I probably saw parts of season 2, but like religiously 3 and now 4.
Yeah, no, it's 4 and 5. It's 5 seasons.
Okay, yes. So there have been several times that I've had to say, wait, how does this tie in, or who is this person?
See, because what happens is like it's the relationships. Like there are certain relationships and characters on the show. Unless you understand where they came from like season 1 to where they are now, like you just don't like. For instance, I give you an example. Daisy, when people don't realize Daisy started on the show as a hacker.
I had to
Sky, like she was a basic hacker on the show. Then she went from Sky to Daisy,
and then all of a sudden we knew her mama, her dad.
Her dad was,
and in the last episode.
Don't do it.
I stopped myself.
But now she's Quake.
I stopped myself.
You find out she's an inhuman. Now
but in the last episode,
check it out. Don't spoil it.
Good.
Real quick, man. Also,
issues next to you.
I don't know if y'all saw this, but Luke Cage season 2 dropped June 22nd.
I can't wait. As a matter of fact, I mean,
Jessica Jones dropped
tomorrow.
Jessica Jones.
The next day, Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones dropped.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. If you don't, if you're not into Marvel, you might enjoy Jessica Jones because it's not a whole lot of it's not a whole lot of superheroes. It's kind of dramatic.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of
because Kilgrave was like. I keep getting him a Killmonger.
Kilgrave
was that too.
Kilgrave was
go ahead and stick your head in that soup and drown yourself.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? You like, what
are you doing here? Oh, this is my house right now. You're going to just do everything I tell you. Okay,
because matter of fact, you bother me. Go stand in the closet. Don't come out till I tell you.
Right.
And them cats, you mustn't see Jessica Jones. You have a blank look in your face.
Not seen.
Nope, I got nothing.
Yeah.
All right, folks. I'll tell you, man. Heavy Hitters Radio Show.
Yes.
Did you guys do any kind of brews and reviews? Or?
Yes, we got 5% left.
2 bottles of wine for the most recent episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So many emotions.
And real quick, man. Y'all realize Black Panther did $800 million in 3 weeks.
Did it finally make it over 800 million?
Matter of fact, it's at 925 right now, and it's really being released in China on Friday. So it's gonna do $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah. Well, you know what that's about, though.
What? Inflation?
No, the reason it did so much is because of the black dollar. Hopefully people understand the black dollar is very powerful because the black dollar does not go see all those other Marvel movies. The Marvel movies make a ton of cash. They don't make this amount. The reason this movie made so much is because of the black dollar. Yeah. Flat out.
I think domestically it did 500. It's at 500 million domestically, which is like the third highest grossing movie of all time
ever. Yeah.
Like Star Wars is like 1, and then Avatar is 2. Star Wars: The Force Awakens did $95 million in its third week. That is insane. This third week it did $95 million.
Yeah.
Avatar did like 75. Black Panther did 65.
I mean, so but here's the thing.
Red Sparrow did 13 million.
Again, I don't think people understand.
Who saw the Red Sparrow?
I'll never see it.
Yeah, I would got a movie pass.
Oh, you did go see it?
No, I will. No, but the weekend, but she did 13 million. How much she paid for that movie to run? 20 million? Me too.
That's what you told me, yes.
Yeah, me too. She should get paid exactly the same as Tony Stark.
Put a coat on.
How much Tony Stark make?
Tony Stark brought about 25-30 million in the movie.
Man, he made more than that. More when he got to.
It depends if he got back end.
Okay.
If they do back end, then yeah. But if you
that's why I think he gonna die.
If you ain't doing back end on your movies, like you get what we give you up front.
I know there's several of them gonna die. Like Vision's gonna die. You know.
No, Vision ain't. If you watch the trailer, there's another piece that he's in where he don't have the thing in his head. So I don't know if he.
I know. Oh boy, takes it out of him.
But you heard that Tony's suit in the movie gonna be a vibranium.
Of course it is, because he's cool with T'Challa now.
I can't wait.
Man. I'm like a kid.
It's gonna be in Wakanda too, ain't
Yeah, it's gonna be in Wakanda because that's where the Soul Stone
Cap
is
got
at.
a new shield.
Yep, that's where the Soul Stone is in Wakanda.
Well, his first shit was vibranium. Right. They already knew that that was there.
He got something that like he pumps out.
Yeah, and it turns out
it changes.
Yeah.
Man, Cap.
And then Bucky.
Did the girl make it?
Who?
The sister?
Yeah. She
What's her name? She's in the movie.
All man.
Yeah, his girlfriend ain't, but the bodyguard.
The bodyguard is, yeah.
It's gonna be a good movie, I hope.
Hey, so real quick.
I'm gonna see that probably about 4 times.
Do you think that there's gonna be a surge of men similar to us dating bald women that were very powerful?
No.
I'm not shaving my head.
No.
Look, she's real cool. I'm not shaving my head.
Yeah.
The overall
think?
commitment level wasn't going to change regardless. So
The commitment level doesn't change. That's hilarious.
Man, let's talk about how the women gonna treat us like they treat him in the movies, man.
That's
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness. Right. All right, I understand. Hey man, Heavy's Radio Show. You guys are listening, man. I tell you what, we've been going a long time. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed us, man. There might have been some technical difficulties at the beginning.
Yeah.
At the end, it was on and popping. I'll tell you what, man. Check out Run E. Man, check her out, man, on all the social media outlets. You can keep up with her. Also check out DJ Longray, DJ.
Heavy hitters. It's Tuesday night and the show's on now. Big Moose, AGZ Run and D-Lo G. Tell a friend. It's 8 o'clock and the show's on now. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. 317-67 Heavy. 317-67 Heavy. Hit us up and let us know what's on your
Man, there's all
mind.
kind of new shows coming out.
317-67 Heavy.
Yes.
317-67 Heavy. Hit us up and let us know what's on your mind. We are where you are, so get comfortable.
Alpha.
And we are where you are, so get comfortable.
You know what? Check those out.
And we are where you
All
are,
right.
so get comfortable.
Run.
Yes.
And come on
Run has
in, yeah, man.
So man, we gotta find it.
Round the kitchen with Run.
That's it. Round the kitchen.
Barefoot and pregnant with Run.
No, do not even
Kitchen
speak
in the
that
bedroom.
word.
Kitchen
Don't
Get in the bedroom
That's
for
not
it.
even.
Can you imagine if James that happened today? He said it'd be over.
Hey man, smooth. I'm living a life bully free.
Hey, we talked about it all.
The bullying, harassment.
I'll tell you what, man. This fall, this spring, summer, we'll be out there doing it. That's cool. Any last words?
So make sure if you're in the city of Indianapolis, Saturday, March 30th, if you have kids, come out to Watkins Park. We're going to do the citywide Easter egg hunt with terrestrial radio. Bring your family out. Good time for the kids. A lot of giveaways, a lot of funds. And I'll be on the ones and twos. So make sure you come out. Watkins Park, Saturday, March 30th. I believe it starts at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're gonna sound good. Alright, anything else, guys?
That's it.
Hey man, guess what? Remember, we are where you are.
So get comfortable.
Come on in.
Yeah, man.